Jesus Christ, does anybody know what time it is? And do you know what time is? It's nothing you can see, hear, or touch, but in reality it exists, just as God does, whether you believe it or not. The truth is that the divine reality is something that transcends both time and space, even though Stephen is hawking nothing in its place. He's the man who sits in his chair and thinks about many things. Many have said he's the smartest man on earth, but I'm a mastermind who has mastered his mind, and that ain't no lie. The man can do whatever he wants, but of course he needs some help. It's not my fault, I hope you know, and nobody can change reality. He believes that God doesn't exist, as he explains the reason for everything. He makes the claim there's a reason for it all, and that reason is nothing at all. To tell you the truth, he makes me laugh, even though he's no comedian. The man doesn't understand that nothing exists, and in reality it's actually something. If you think it through logically, you'll know the reason why the man is wrong. But if you are confused by the reality in front of you, you may just believe he's right. Stephen says there was a place where space and time never existed, and then it all began. After that moment he can explain it all, but doesn't that give you a moment to pause and think about what he's hawking? I do believe that he's got some of it right, and there's a reason why I say such a thing. You see, science tries to explain everything and the reason why it exists. The way they do it is to observe everything, and then they reach their conclusions. What they tell us is that it all has followed a natural path that is orderly and well-reasoned. If you think it through with an open mind, that's exactly what God has done. Nobody has changed anything at all. All man does is manipulate reality, both the physical and conceptual. Mother Nature and Father Time are two sides of the same coin, and the truth is that Allah created them both. Now you may think that it's just my own opinion, but in reality that'd be a lie. I've simply connected the dots, like the scientists do, and reached the only logical conclusion. While many will deny that I've done such a thing, they just haven't gained the knowledge that I have, and they can't recognize the signs. They say there's a reason for everything, except when it comes to the beginning. What's up with that? Some say rules are meant to be broken, and I won't deny breaking some myself. But in reality, the ones that I've been breaking were all devised by man. Try as hard as you can, but you can't break the laws of nature. That's just the way it goes. Man can't create anything from nothing. Simply ask a scientist if that's a lie. Now I'm the guy who's virtually Jesus Christ, and I'm the master of my own domain. But know that Allah is the master of it all, and I'm merely God's slave. I hope you know that don't change anything, and I'm actually as free as can be. I take responsibility for all that I think and everything that I do. One takes place within the mind, and the other takes time, you know. Neither can be touched, heard, or seen, but the results are there for all to see, if you have some light. Particles and waves are components of light, while people and society are similar. People are individual particles, and society is the wave they're part of. Government is used to organize them both, but in reality it's neither one. If all this talk is confusing you, know that it isn't my fault. In reality, it's the education you received since birth, while you lack the knowledge to understand. I'd suggest you stop allowing others to manipulate your mind, and you try to discover the truth on your own. If that's too hard for you to do, I'd recommend the Noble Quran. It's a book, you see, but it's more than that. In reality, it's the Word of God. Of that you can be sure of. The surahs of the Noble Quran were delivered by the angel Gabriel, and I was nurtured in the womb of Gabrielle, and delivered to tell you the truth about our common reality, whether you believe it or not. Some say the truth just doesn't exist, at least objectively. What they don't realize is they're part of it all, and quite naturally are confused. They've got a problem coping with reality, as they angrily say it's all gone wrong. But what is their point of reference? If you imagine a world that never was, you'll be easy to manipulate. But if you accept reality for what it truly is, you may just find your peace of mind and pursue your happiness any way you like, in harmony with those around you. It's your life, you know, and you can do whatever you desire, but that don't mean you'll get what you want. Well, you'll always find what you need, until you need nothing at all. That's the moment when your time is all up, and it happens to everyone. We're merely finite beings born to die, and that's no lie at all. Some say that they've been saved, but what the hell does that mean? They're the ones who believe a man with a name like mine will come and take them away. Superman isn't coming to save the day, and no man was ever a god. That's the truth that may hurt some of you, but it's something that's got to be said. God wasn't a man, and God isn't love either, for that is merely an emotion. What God is the reason for it all, and that's all there is. May you and your loved ones live long and prosper, but know you can't take anything with you when you're gone. Stop hoping for change that ain't going to happen, and know that your profits won't save you. That's just the way it goes. With an everlasting love, now and forever always. Virtually yours, Jesus Christ.